children. How are you? Fine? Hope you have studied well during your summer vacation, which we have discussed earlier. In continuation of that topic, another subtopic we are going to discuss today, that is chromosomal theory of inheritance. Let us be very specific that Mendel's theory of inheritance came in the year of 1865. But for a quite long some time, his theory remained hidden because of lack of communication system, because of so many other constraints. It was only in the year of 1900, three scientists jointly rediscovered Mendel's theory of inheritance. What are those three scientists? De Vries, Coren and Von. And later in the year of 1902, it is Sutton and Boveri, the two scientists, gave a new concept based on Mendel's theory of inheritance. That is chromosomal theory of inheritance. What Mendel said and what Sutton and Boveri said, exactly the same thing, but Mendel in his theory expressed it in the form of factor or gene, where Sutton and Boveri expressed their theory that gene present in chromosome, and during inheritance it is the gene inherited along with the chromosome. This is the basic concept. Mendel's theory was not accepted because of so many constraints, as I told you. During that time, nucleus was not clearly discovered, chromosome was not known. Mendel used the term factor, which are responsible for transmission of character and which is a discrete one, but he couldn't give sufficient proof for that, how the variation come. So, if we compare Mendel's theory of inheritance and Sutton and Boveri's chromosomal theory of inheritance, then both the theory will be clearly understood and one is just a supplement of other. Let us write here Mendel's theory of inheritance. In one hand, and on other hand, chromosomal theory of inheritance. Chromosomal theory of inheritance. This was given by Mendel and it has been given by Sutton and Boveri. Mendel said that each and every character is governed by a pair of factor, that is what we call allele. So, every character is governed by a pair of allele. Whereas Sutton and Boveri, they say that characters governed by by gene present in chromosome. Same thing what Mendel said, Sutton and Bowley said that these chromosomes which are carrying the gene are responsible for carrying the trait, and this gene as per Sutton and Bowley present on chromosome, and they remain, and the chromosome remain in pair called homologs or homologous chromosome. Is that clear to you? So, Mendel told that each and every character is governed by a pair of factor called allele, today what we call as gene. Sutton and Bowley told characters governed by gene present in the chromosome. Same thing, but they present in the chromosome, and these chromosomes are in pair called homologous pair. So here Mendel said that the factors are in pair, and here Sutton and Bowley said the chromosomes are in pair. Now, second point, during segregation, Mendel told, during segregation, during gamete formation, these homologs, these alleles separate or segregate and enter to individual gamete Mendel said that during gamete formation, these alleles segregate from each other and enter to individual gamete. What Sutton and Bowley said? During meiosis, the homologous chromosome separate and reaches to the opposite pole. So as per Mendel, suppose factor A and A, pair of allele, during gamete formation, they enter to individual gamete. What Sutton and Bowley said? Chromosomes remain in homologous pair during gamete formation, each homolog, if I show it in this way, this is one chromosome, this is a homologous pair. Now, during gamete formation, this will reach to this pole, this will reach to this pole. So, what will be the ultimate fate? How this is reaching to this is reaching to this is the fate, and then cell will undergo cleavage, further cleavage for progress, and in that way each cell will receive individual chromosome from the homolog pair. Here each gamete receive individual allele, here each gamete receive individual chromosome, and here in that chromosome only the genes are present. So same thing Mendel told in the form of factor. Sutton and Boveri told that this factor or a gene present in the chromosome, and along with the chromosome they segregate. Is that very clear? Third very important point, what Mendel told. Let me rub this first point so that we can get certain space. Third point, Mendel told law of independent assortment. Law of independent assortment. What is it? That suppose allele A, let me write this second point also so that more space we can get, and another allele B. So during gamete formation, whether allele A will go with allele small b in one gamete, or A will go with capital B. That is, they are perfectly free. A can combine with small b, or A can combine with capital B. That means this assortment of one allele with other is independent of its counter allele. This is what we call law of independent assortment. Likewise, same way, same thing, Sutton and Boveri explained that suppose this is a pair of homologous chromosome, this is a pair of homologous chromosome, having A and A allelic gene at this location. This is another pair of homologous chromosome This is another pair of homologous chromosome having capital B and small b allelic gene at this location. Now, during gamete formation, they will have a chance of assort independently. How capital A can go with capital B. That means it can be like this. This chromosome can go with this chromosome. This chromosome containing capital A gene at this location can go with this chromosome containing capital B, or this capital A, that means the chromosome containing capital A gene at this location can combine with small b containing chromosome. Here at this location it contains small b. Likewise, small a can go with capital B or small a can go with small b. Is that very clear? So, what Mendel told in his law of independent assortment, that the factors, or what he called the gene, when remain in homologous pair, that means the allelic gene, with respect of its corresponding counterpart, irrespective of its counterpart, it can combine with any gene. That means they are free to assort independently without keeping any concern with its counterpart. This is what you call law of independent assortment. Same thing Suter and Boveri told, that the assortment of chromosome from its homologous pair with respect to the other homologue is independently. So while they are independently assorting, the chromosomes carrying the gene also independently assorting. So this is what we call chromosomal theory of inheritance, and it is a proof of Mendel's theory of inheritance, rediscovery and proved by chromosomal theory of inheritance. Is that very clear to you? I hope I could give you a very clear concept of chromosomal theory of inheritance by comparing Mendel's law of inheritance as well as chromosomal theory of inheritance given by Suter and Boveri. Till this, thank you for attending my class. Next, another topic we shall be discussing tomorrow. Thank you.